Welcome back to the Matchbox podcast, bro. I'm so excited to get into this one. Today, we are joined by the legend from Coventry, smashing over 1 million streams on Spotify, saying my words wrong, Spotify. This guy's had his fucking track broken down at uni, bro, which is crazy, man. It's crazy. Please give it up for Junior NRB.
Pulled them down, I use my tongue and now she owes me one. She's moaning Jesus Christ, but no, I ain't the holy one. Real bougie bitch, she fucked me with her rollie on. She been smoking.
How the fuck are you doing, man?
Bro, I'm good, bro.
Good.
EP just dropped yesterday, so I'm feeling good.
Feeling excited, man.
Yeah,
New
man.
people, new music, man. Now that's what we like to hear. Can I just say, like, for me, this is all really surreal because I remember when my brother, he came to me and goes, oh, yeah, we got these like girls coming from our school. They're going to be in this music video. I was like, oh, yeah. What's the music video? Starts whacking on Canada Goose, man. I'm like, yo, this is kind of a vibe, man. Yeah, where are these boys from? Yeah, they're from Coventry. And I was like, this is sick. And now, like, you're sitting next to me, bro. So it's mad how this shit fucking works out. Mm-hmm. What was your, like... What behind Canada Goose was so good that made it blow up like that? What do you think?
Bro, it's actually like a mad story because I've tried recreate it bare times since and it just never worked. And I think the thing with it was that it was just so natural. Bro. The thing about that tune, is it's just, bro, it's stupid, bro. Let me just say that. It's fucking dumb, bro. I was 17, bro. Half the fucking bars don't even make sense. The cook is just dumb, bro.
Now I feel like that might be slightly cursed at the artist because, like, do you have it when you make a track, you're looking at your recording, like, oh, that bar sounds a bit dead, that cadence is a bit shit, why do I sound like that, bro? I want to sound like this, and then you show it to a next man and they're like, yo, this is fucking the best thing since sliced bread, man. Do you know what I mean? So do you think you suffer from that a little bit, like, cursed?
You know what it is, like, obviously, cool, I'm hard on myself and shit like that, but what it is with that song is like, I think I made it when I was young. Like, I feel like now when I look back, I'm like, there's no substance in that song, like, at all. However, music doesn't necessarily need substance, like, but it's just that the fans that enjoy that song, it's like a younger audience, innit? But like, now I've grown up, man, turned 22 the other day. I'm a grown man now, innit? Like, so it ain't the same audience that listen to like my new shit and like the old stuff.
I hear that massively because one of my next questions was going to be like, the music I hear from you now compared to back then, like obviously Canada Goose is massively different. It's like two different juniors, and like I feel like now you got this more kind of mature, kind of like vulnerable side to that you're showing for your music about like depression and other bits and bobs, which we'll get into obviously later, but what caused that transition? Because I hear what you're saying, like, when you made Canada Goose, it was a bit like, oh yeah, we get gal, rah, but it was I don't know what it was like a feel of it which is kind of was like, oh yeah, this is boppy, but I feel like that doesn't represent you anymore, does it?
Nah, not at all. Like, I think it's just a case of like I said, I was 17. I went through stuff and I've rather grown up. Like, I just grown up. Like, I don't, even if I tried to make that same music anymore, it just wouldn't work. It's just not me. At the time, all I cared about was gal, bro. And all I thought was like, money was the only goal, bro. I thought my goal in life is to get money, bro. Then I deeped it. Money don't mean shit, bro. All I care about is being happy now. Like, I rather don't give a shit.
That's like, no, it's definitely interesting. And do you feel you've tried to attempt to like make that sort of same, not same music again, but that virality of it? Like, did you try and like copy that? But like, have you not really found much like success with it?
So I like a couple tunes I can remember. Like, I went into them thinking, let me try and make a song like Canada Goose again. And definitely. I just tried to make something simple and make just a catchy hook. But I think because it was forced, it just didn't really connect the same way.
Yeah. I think like that speaks volumes, innit? Because it's like, you know, you make the best music when you're your authentic self, and obviously the 17-year-old Junior was being his authentic self, but you're not that little boy anymore. You know what I mean? You've become a man now, innit? So you've got different worldviews and different ways of thinking, and obviously you've opened your eyes up to, you know, more of the real world. And you know, I think that's sick to see in your artistic journey. And man, just keep going, because like what you're making now is a lot more heartfelt. It's a lot more kind of like real shit, bruv. You know, people like the real mans will relate to that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100. I appreciate that. And the thing is as well, I feel like a lot of my fans were the younger gen that liked that kind of music, that maybe don't quite understand my new music. So at the minute it's been a bit of a journey of like trying to reach that new audience, that older audience, because maybe my old fans don't really fuck with the new sound like that, because they're not maybe they're not old enough to take it in or stuff like that.
They probably will be though. That's the beautiful thing, because you know, art is timeless, isn't it? Because they can come back to your music with your music now when they are 5 years older, and they have those kind of like more mature life experiences, and they're like, oh right, like, you know, it's not all about money, tits and sex and guns and fucking drugs, bruv. It's like, you know, there's a bit more to your life, bro. And I think it's awesome, because I really love the message you're spreading. I love the evolution of you, and that's the beautiful thing about being an artist. It's like, you know, you start here, you think, oh yeah, because I remember when I made my first track, and I always fucking bang on about this, I know what you mean, but I think the difference is you just obviously hit like a success that went boom. Do you know what I mean? Mine just obviously flopped, but it's that kind of like, oh, what the fuck was I thinking when I made that, bro? Like that sounds there, that's embarrassing, I don't want to hear it. So like, no, I definitely get it. Are you still close with Taze?
Nah.
How, like, you're not G's at all, or is that like a
no?
Is that like a bit of a
we calm. No, we're calm.
You're calm, yeah.
Just like, obviously, as I got older, bro, just like,
you guys value different things.
Literally, that, like, we just grew apart a little bit.
No, dude, I think that happens with like among pals and that and shit. I didn't mean to be like, oh yeah, what's the beef? But I know, obviously, you know, sometimes, man, you know, they just, I want to go do this, I want to go do that, and it's like, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, 100. Yeah, just like different friendship groups, because obviously we were close friends at the time we made that song. It weren't just on no music thing. That was like my brethren, innit? Yeah.
Well, how did you two meet?
It was my school. Used to live on the road next to me as well.
Yeah. And like, have you made another track with him since, or is that just kind of?
Oh yeah, we got a few tracks, like quite a lot of unreleased. Obviously, after Canada Goose was our first song together, we made that, and then after that, I went about, made quite a few unreleased. But yeah, like, we have another song that's out called Jordan Ones.
Yeah, I've seen that was on GRM, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then no other music. Oh no, and he's actually a feature on one of my songs, Jesus Christ, which was on my first EP, and that song's actually like, that's gone off a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Got like 100k on just the audio on YouTube, bro. Just the audio alone. So yeah, that went off.
Yeah. Well, I think both of you, you know, whether you did it deliberately or accidentally, you know, you crack the algorithm in a little way in it, so you know, you do manage to get some decent views in it. So I do rate both of your mans on it.
A lot.
So why do you think, like, obviously Canada Goose like flied off in it, but why do you think there were certain man leaving like extreme hate? I say this as like a journalistic perspective, and I don't come as a dickhead, bro. I promise you. But why do you think, like, because I read the comments and, you know, a lot of them are like, love, I think it's a sick track, but then why are these men are saying, yeah, these men are dickheads, blah 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 blah, like
I'll tell you exactly why, mate.
Here we go.
Cool, let me
let him have it, Junior.
Let me throw it back. Let me throw it back 10 years now. And cool, little 10-year-old me, 2011, I've made a YouTube vid riding scooters. Okay, wait. And I'm not gonna bait out the name of it, but let me tell you, it got 400k views. And bro, I was going viral, like 10 years old, But when I say, bro, the whole thing was hate, bro. It was literally just, oh, my nan could do better and she's dead and shit. Bro, I swear to God, you give people a place to say what they want without repercussions.
Yeah,
bro. Their personality will come out. Let me just say that.
I promise you, that is the internet in a nutshell, bruv. If you've only got to look so far as like the I'm just bait comments, man, and you just see like people just give their opinions and they say you're a this, you say you're that, because they know there's no consequences for anything they say online, bruv. You know what I mean? And there's been obviously some online influencers, they talk about that. They say like, you know, I get all this hate online, but when I walk around in the physical world, in the, you know, around with other people, no one says anything, man.
Literally, bro.
No one says shit, bruv.
All the hate I've got online, bro, I still to this day I ain't had one person come up to me.
Yeah, bro,
like,
it don't happen, man. It don't happen, because I feel like, you know, I think that just kind of shows you the caliber of person you are. Because like when I'm roaming around on the internet, bro, I'm on the Instagram, bruv, and I see something I don't like, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's dead, whatever, swipe. I'm then gonna go, oh yeah, this fucking guy's a dickhead.
I've never once dropped a hate comment.
Yeah, never. Like, do you know what I mean?
Literally.
It's weird, bro. Like, it's like you got to take time out of your day, energy out of your fucking soul, bruv, to fucking give some hate to some dickhead, world. You know what I mean? Like, nah, if you don't like someone, you just scroll past.
Yeah,
that's my mentality.
And I think a lot of people, especially with that tune, yeah, like whether you like it or not, I don't even like it anymore, so I get why people wouldn't like it. But I think a lot of people were rather just jealous, bro. And like as well, like I think a lot of gal like that tune, yeah, and probably their gal like it, and they're vexed. They're just like
big up, because I asked you that, yeah, because I wanted to hear your opinion on what you thought. From my perspective, like complete outsider, obviously before I met you obviously when we did Hass's tell me something. I met you, I got a sick photo of you, that was cold. Jealousy, blood. It screams it in the comments of jealousy with a capital J, bro. Because I feel like both of you, man, you came together, you made a fire track, not even probably knowing it was gonna blow up like that, and it just slapped. And all these other men just like, oh yeah, like you know, you brought their little feminine side out, bro. You know what I mean? And everyone's getting mad about it, bro. You know what I mean? Because they're not you, and you just almost did it effortlessly. Because that's what makes, in my opinion, that's what makes the track hard. It was effortless.
Yeah, right.
It's just like the way you just I must feel like Messi is shit. One on the two and one in the Moncler. It's cold, man. It's cold. And I know you may kind of look back at it with like it's like, oh nah, but like you shouldn't, bruv. That's a part of your story.
Yeah,
bro.
no, facts. And I feel like the mad thing will be when I like properly blow up, yeah, like soon with this new shit, people are gonna be like, that was the same guy that made Canada Goose, bro, and you'll see a whole different
it's the evolution, man, and like your true fans will love the journey, you know, that style of Canada Goose into where, you know, what you become. Everyone loves being a part of that period, man. So now I rate you, Junior, man. You keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're fucking killing it, man. And it's gonna be sick, bro. So do you like work a job, or is like your music career funding your lifestyle?
So it got to the point where obviously I was working jobs and shit like that, but I remember I was working at Halfords, bro. I'm gonna get a job right now. But bro, as soon as flipping Canada Goose started blowing up, yeah, and I had bare youths coming in all the time. Junior, I thought you were rich. Why are you working at Halfords?
Oh, bro, shit, man.
Man had to quit.
Why is my man working at Halfords? Yo, can I buy some fucking I don't even know what comes with car tires, please. You know what I mean?
So now that like literally, bro, I had to flipping hand in my notice, bro.
Oh, was it that bad, bro?
It was bad because obviously like I didn't like that, innit? I'm a really introverted person in the first place, yeah. So like having people just coming into work, I didn't feel comfortable at work.
Was it like social anxiety sort of shit, would you say? Or?
Yeah, but like I'm cool in it. Like I always had anxiety, like always. Like I'm calm though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I chat to you and that,
but I feel like anyone with like 15-20 man coming round them would feel anxiety.
And
that's
it's
normal,
just it's me and my flipping Halfords uniform, bro, with my little name badge
you're vulnerable, man. Like that's a vulnerable position to be in, because like obviously that's your reputation, innit? So I get that completely. Don't feel like ashamed about it.
Nah, definitely. And I think as well it's because at the time like the music I was making was all about bread and gal, where like it just felt a bit like, oh, like I'm working at Halfords. But now it's different. Like I feel like now if I was to go get a job, like it would be a different thing, because I ain't rapping about the same thing no more. I ain't trying to put on this like bravado. I'm like flipping man's gonna get a job.
I think it's like the thing with like getting into like the music industry, especially as a rapper, and it's easy to fall into that kind of oh, I'm living this lifestyle, I'm a gang member, I got all these bitches on my line, I got the range, I got the Rari, I got the Lambo, I'm living in this yard, I'm jetting around, blah blah blah. It's easy to kind of almost like white lie a little bit, you know what I mean? That sort of what you said there, their bravado, because honestly that's what sells on social media if you think about it, bro. That's what goes the distance, that's what gets you the views, gets you the sponsorships, gets you the deals, blah blah blah. And it can be hard to sometimes, go to your authentic self, whereas you will get the most fans being your authentic self, innit?
100%. And I feel like, it might take a little bit longer, like, to get somewhere, but people can relate to you. If you're just yourself, the everyday people are going to relate to you. No, 100%. Okay, so I've got a bit of a controversial opinion here. So obviously you're managed by Dylan, innit? Dylan, and he manages J1. Yeah, he isn't like that, his full-on manager at this obviously moment in time, but obviously they work closely together.
They work closely together in it, because I feel I don't want to say any like disrespect here in it, like to anyone in it, but I feel like they, you are kind of doing that, and maybe like I don't know how I've done J1 personally in it, but it seems like he's maybe leaned into that side more, and you're kind of leaning into this kind of I'm gonna be real in my raps, blah 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 blah. Do you think that might, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Do you think like your growth might be slower than someone like J1's who's like kind of just popped off?
Yeah, so like I feel like obviously my growth has been weird, because it was like I started music, and I started it at a time where people weren't really rapping like that. Yeah. I started rapping, like first tune I dropped January 2018, especially from Covenant, like where I'm from, like no one was rapping like that, and Jay was rapping at the same time. So cool, when I dropped my first tune, I'm getting like 1k views in a night, which I just think it's whatever, innit? But flipping, obviously Jay's popping off like differently, like because obviously I'm only young, innit? 16, my man's like 20 or whatever. He's popping off, like he's gone off differently, and my progression's been weird, because I had Canada Goose early on, which did blow me up, but I signed to Sony RCA.
Yeah, I heard about that, Sony Records.
And part of the deal was that I couldn't drop music for 6 months. And I feel like that made me lose a bit of that momentum. And then now it's been a bit like building myself back up. But even with Jay though, it's like, like he's gone, bro. Like everyone knows he's gone, But like, I feel like even he might feel same thing, like trying to take it to the next level, Like I think every artist is gonna get to that point, like, or not even artists, bro, anything you do,
any business venture,
the road to success is never
a straight line.
Bro, you go up and down,
back foot. That is so true, and I think bringing awareness to that will maybe cause some people ease, because I think a lot of people watching probably will be in that similar boat. They're trying to achieve something, and they have this set in the head, like, if I don't get this and this, and by this time I'm a failure, I'm this, I'm that. But it is a bit like sometimes you take 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back. Do you know what I mean? It is a bit of back, forth, up, down, left, right. You don't know where you're going, and some people just get it before you do, and you can look at that with envy, and be jealous, or you can just be like, okay, look, I'm happy for my man, he's got his thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that your phone that keeps popping off? Do you want to switch that off, mate? Fucking bit of etiquette here, yeah. All right. Okay.
Apologise, innit? What does NRB mean?
Nothing really, bro.
Nothing really at all. Now come on, it's got to have some meaning, bro. Come on. NRB Junior, it's in your name.
NRB, nothing really, bro.
Oh, what the fuck? I just got played. Oh my fucking life, bro. I feel fucking. It's got me something fucking
Nah, that's
it means nothing really.
Nah, but the real meaning's confidential for the time being. No one knows. It's gonna be one of them, like, I know, like, TGF, bro. Like,
shit.
It's gonna be one of them.
We got a bit of obviously, seen Krang Face when on Colours took his like one of them.
It's gonna be one of them, bro. Maybe 5 years from now, I'll drop it. Come back, Matchbox Media, I'll drop it.
Oh shit. Second podcast on the way, guys. Stay tuned, bruv. Stay fucking tuned. Now I like that because it's like in this mystery.
Yeah,
everyone loves mystery, bro. Like, oh yeah, what does NRB mean? What does this mean? Juniors and okay, so how does your clothing brand Smile like link into your overall artist brand now?
So, the clothing, obviously I started it in 2020.
Yeah.
And to start with, it was just like, oh, cool. Like, I'm just a creative person.
I definitely see that.
Yeah, like, I'd rather just do anything. Like, I was just doing it because, now, you know what? It actually started my college, like, final major project. I thought, cool, I'm gonna make some t-shirts like for my college thing. Made the designs, got them printed, and then flipping COVID hit, so I never even like had to hand it in anyway. It just passed. But then I had the t-shirts there. I'm like, cool, yeah, let me just start selling them and that. Flipping, obviously started selling them, seeing it as like a clothing line on the side.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then I had to take a break for a while from it because I was doing it with my brethren, but like obviously we couldn't really like work out like doing it together, so I had to take a step back for a minute. But now it's like fully dropping with the website and everything, and like obviously this is the merch for my EP, and it just came
but I rate that because you know you're very like entrepreneurial, bro. Like, you know what I mean, you have creative ideas, and what I like about you as well, you act on the minute.
That's the thing, right?
That's a big thing as well.
But my goal is obviously this is just gonna be merch. I don't see this as like it's my clothing line fully. It's NRB XVI, which is linked in with Junior NRB. Obviously, it comes together as part of the music brand. But my end goal is when I finish uni, I'm gonna be dropping like a actual brand, like nothing to do with my music whatsoever.
Just
like
pure clothing,
you probably don't even know it was me, bro. I'm just gonna drop
say
it, and
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, well, I think like it kind of goes hand in hand because, you know, when you have like a big audience as an artist, as a rapper, and then, you know, you sell some, you know, fire lines of clothing, people will buy that as well. Because if you think about it, your audience are your customers, man. Your music is a service that they're paying for, obviously, on Spotify. So you want to have a good product to come out. And, you know, if you have a big audience, then you can upsell them to your clothes as well.
Yeah, no, 100.
You know, that's
there are opportunities, bro. And obviously, like, I'm just getting a bit creative. Like this is the first drop I've done back. I've got the black tees and the red tees, and what I'm gonna be doing is everyone that buys one, they're gonna get a CD from my EP as well.
I like that.
And on that note, hold on right there.
Oh shit, man's pulling something out.
This for both of you, so this one's for you, and Gabe, I got you one too, G.
Cool.
This is.
Wait, hang on.
Yo, Gabe, take that.
It's the demo tape on my EP, so this is limited edition. This is the old mixes, the old masters.
There we are.
It's different. It's different than the real drop, and this one's for like all the real supporters. They can get like, bro, no one else is gonna have this. You know what I'm saying? Unless you support, no one else will have this.
Bruv, put it there, man. That's fucking cold. I've never seen an artist do this, bro. That's
bro, I'm
like,
trying to push boundaries.
That's
and
like,
shit, man.
do you know what you need to get into, bro? NFTs.
True.
NFTs, bro, because you can do this sort of stuff on a blockchain, bro. And they can own it, bro. Hold on to that, and it will go up in value over time. And you could create an NFT where you can be like, you get exclusive tracks no one else can hear, you know, on mixed master stuff, lifetime access to my concerts and my you know, my shows, blah blah blah. People pay bank for that, man.
NRB NFTs.
NRB NFTs. Yo, that sounds mad. NRB NFTs, bro. Yeah, and it could be a little coin, little junior coin, bro.
Junior
bro,
coin.
don't even laugh, bro, because that's bro,
it,
there's
bro,
multi-millionaires from crypto, man. Do you know what I mean? It can happen, bro. That's fucking. I rate this a lot, man. Listen, if you're an artist, man, take note. This is the shit you want to be fucking doing, bro. What does Smile, it could be worse, mean to you then, bruv?
So
what does that mean?
That was like, obviously, that was the name on my 2021 mixtape. And I remember I had the tape together. It was like, that's when my manager had just started managing me like a few months before that. And was
this Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan, yeah. He's the only manager I had. And I actually have a mad story about how he even came into my life.
Say it if you want, man. I'm interested.
So, okay, cool. Bro, this is mad, yeah. Obviously, at the time of Canada Goose and everything like that, I was getting people approach me like trying to manage me and that, but because of how well I was doing at the time, I was thinking, right, like, why do I need a manager? Like, why let someone take 20%? Do you know what I'm saying? When I thought, obviously being young and naive, like I had it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't need anyone. So obviously, cool. Year or so passed after that, and I was watching Central C No Jumper interview, and he was talking about how YBs came and started managing him, and how like obviously that turned out so good for him.
Yeah.
So cool. I'm thinking at this point, no one had approached me to be my manager in like a year, and I remember thinking after watching that, I was like, nah, I need a manager now.
A good one.
I need a good manager. At this point, bro, tell me how. The next day, Dylan hit me up out the blue. Didn't even like, I weren't friends with my man or nothing. Hit me up out the blue saying, who manages you? And it just felt like God just like put that in my life.
It's like, I don't know if it's God, but I definitely believe in some high power, because there is some law in the universe, man, that just attracts that energy, bro. When you put that like intention out there, man, it's like you get an answer, bruv, in some form of way. And that definitely happens, man. I don't believe in coincidences, bruv.
Yeah, nah, 100%, bro. There's signs all the time. You just gotta like look out for them, listen for them. But yeah, nah. And then obviously when he started managing me, I had a bunch of unreleased music already that I was planning to drop, and I was like, cool, if we're gonna like take this thing somewhere else, then I might as well like. That mixtape was just like, let me drop all my old songs, sort of get it out to the world and move on to the new things.
Yeah.
So we were trying to think of a name and stuff like that till Dylan just randomly came out of it. Smile, it could be worse. He just texted me and I'm like, yo, this makes sense, yeah. Because obviously what that means to me is like, bro, like things could be worse. Like Smile, like always just keep going. Like, 'cause obviously a lot of the music that was on that tape, was like maybe a bit more deep and a bit more like
emotional.
So it's just like stay positive, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I like that because I think it's hard, man, because the world is very negative, bro. The world is, if you think about like 70% of the world is just negative, bro. You see it all everywhere you go, man. And I think like little blitz of light, like, you know, your music and your message, man, like that could be all someone needs for the day, man. Just, you know, smile. It could be worse, brother. It could be worse. Okay.
All right, to let you know, we're nearly at 30 minutes. Yeah.
I'm gonna start wrapping this up a little bit, man. I've noticed, you've got a bit of a subtle space theme throughout like your NRB brand. Why is that?
That started. My first EP I dropped was called Apollo 23, and like the idea behind that was like, we're about to lift off, like we're about to go, like we're gone to space, and since then that imagery just like really stuck with me, because it's kind of a thing of like being an outsider and being
extraterrestrial type
touching places people ain't touched before,
different mind and not thinking I like that.
It's just out the box, like, I like that. Out there.
So okay, this might, you know, be a bit of a curveball to you, innit? What do you think of Elon Musk wanting to be like an interplanetary species?
I never even heard of that. That's fucked.
That's really funny, man.
No, but I do rate you, Elon Musk. If you're watching this, I rate you.
What interplanetary species means is like we don't just live on Earth. So obviously Elon Musk wants to send rockets over to Mars. So we then create a colony there, which then eventually becomes cities and then countries, and then they'll terraform Mars to be a habitable planet, so we can live on Mars as well as Earth.
Bro, that needs to happen, because
you think so?
We are fucking Earth, you know.
We are. We're a cancer on this planet.
Literally, bro. And I feel like I was born 2001. Yeah, I'm so glad I was born when I was, because I feel like 20 years later, like you're gonna see the world end, mate. Like I feel like
Do you believe that? Did you think? Because
the world's fucked, mate. I think it's gonna end, bro. I think I'm gonna die, as it starts, bro. You see the flames in the distance, bro, and I'm dead, Like,
do you have dreams of that or visions of that,
bro? I'm not necessarily dreams, but I just see that all the time. Like, bro, people are actually stupid, bro. Like, how do I used to live with someone who just like, bro, the simple things like, why are you leaving your lights on all the time when you're not in the house? Why are you leaving everything on, bro? Like, you do know that's killing the planet. Like, all it takes is just turn it off, bro. Like, it's not that hard.
It's like unnecessary use of like power.
Yeah, people think that it's unlimited and that, bro. Like, we're all gonna die, bro. If you don't turn your lights off. You know what I'm saying?
Turn your lights off.
Turn your lights off.
Fucking lights off. Save the planet, man. Turn your lights off, bro. Turn your lights off, man. Okay, I've got a bit of a mad question. Because when I was looking into you, I thought you had like a like for space in it, or like you had an interest in space. But it kind of brought this interesting question to mind. I want to ask you, yeah, I can give you the facilities and the resources, yeah, to shoot the very first music video on the moon, but there's a 15% chance the rocket may fail or blow up, or you'll get stranded in space. Would you go do it?
I ain't a gambling man, you know. I ain't taking that, bro.
But could you deep that? Could you deep
that's
that?
That's a mad
junior IMB first music video on the moon, blood. On the moon,
bro. That's crazy, yeah.
That's crazy. Like imagine that deep.
I would love that. Yeah, one thing in my lifetime, I really want to go to space, bro.
Yeah,
so much.
Same, bro.
But I don't want to risk my life like that.
Yeah,
I've got too much shit to do.
But like, could you just imagine how scary that would be? Like even if everything didn't even go wrong, but you're just there, stood on the moon, looking at the Earth, bro.
Wait. Did you say
If I did that, I really want to burn a zoo on it.
Yeah.
All right, Josh. Did you say 15% or 50?
I don't know. I think that's alright. You know,
15%.
15% is alright.
% chance everything will go completely fine, no problems, no whatever. It's a small little % chance, like you may get stranded in space, the rocket engines won't work, and you're stranded on the moon or whatever. But that's a small chance. Would you still go and do that music video?
I would not, like I say, I'm not a gambling man.
Not a gambling man,
bro.
okay.
I swear to God, I ain't never gambled in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I just, bro, if that went wrong, yeah.
But like, imagine if everything went right.
Yeah, it'd
be nuts, man. Like, could you imagine like the first you're there in a spacesuit, man, and you're gonna be in the studio for hours thinking, okay, what track can I do? I'm on the moon, bruv. I'm on the moon. Like, no one's ever done this before, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I've got to eventually happen, man. Someone's gonna have the balls to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
So I know you've just dropped a EP, Honey, I'm Home. How's that gone, bruv? And what does Honey, I'm Home even mean? Like, where does that come from?
So obviously that has a few meanings to it. Obviously, the first thing is just the obvious one. Like, Honey, I'm Home is just such a phrase in like romantic films and everything like that.
So are you a romantic person, Junior?
I would say so.
Hey, I would say so. I would say so. Ladies, I would say so.
So the EP is like kind of it's got a lot of theme around it. So that's number one reason.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Number two reason is like, Honey, I'm Home. Like, this is the new Junior, innit? I'm home. Like, I'm here.
I like that.
The third reason is it gets a bit deep and it does hit home. Like, so.
Okay. So it's got like, it pulls at different emotions.
Yeah,
definitely. Man. Yeah. Okay, no, I think it's very thoughtful, because like, I knew your kind of names for EPs, they are like a abstract. You know, you're quite an abstract artist, and so I wanted to ask you every little kind of thing that you do, because it is quite interesting. This may be a bit deep in it and a bit like fucking down, but like, you mentioned in your track "Wonderful World" about losing a child. Like, did you actually lose a kid?
Bro, I think so.
Oh my god!
Oh my days!
Bro, I was sat there, right, thinking of that question, thinking, oh, this is going to be deep. We're going to get some sad story out of Junior. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if I wore the Johnny or not, to be honest. Like, what's your birth control? I ain't got a clue, man.
No, the reason why I say I think so is I don't want to get into it too much, because I don't want people like getting onto me and that. But like, all I can say is someone might have been lying, might not have been lying.
Oh,
and we'll leave it at that.
Shit, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Well, I thought that question would have gone a completely different way, but fair enough. You know, you live your life YOLO and all that, bro. But what sort of like role model do you think you want to be as a dad, and like, how differently would you want your children to be raised compared to how you've been raised?
Obviously, my dad's in my life and that, but I never really was like around him and that. And I think I grew up in like, bro, it's literally my mom, my sister, all of my cousins that are my age, all girls, bro. So like, I was just surrounded by gal, bro, constantly, And like, I feel like for my son, like, well, not even for my son, but like any of my child, like, I want to be there. Like, I rather do want to be a sick dad. Like, it's one thing I always think about. Like, I rather do want you
to be a dual use.
Yeah, bro. Like, I just.
How many youths do you want?
Mate, I'll have to.
Coming with the deep questions here.
The fucking pound signs, the Great British pounds going through his head, like, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, no, I need this, I need a yard, I need a car. I need, crazy.
I feel like eventually, probably like 4 or 5.
Bro, it's mad because I've got a similar number.
Yeah.
I want a little football team. Little empire, bro. They're gonna take over the kingdom, bro. When I'm dead, blood. You know what I mean? Yeah. No.
What kingdom, bro? What kingdom?
Your empire, bro. Whatever you're doing now, you're building it, man. You're building your empire. You're building your legacy, bro. So you're building something for your family when you pass on from this world.
Yeah,
you got something to leave behind.
I want to like even just like dedicate like one album just to my youth, so like all the money from that just goes straight to them, like, you know what I'm saying? One of them, like, give them things to actually, like, not just here's some clothes, but like actually give them things that can like
matter. So would you raise them differently to how you've been raised?
So like from my mom's side, like, she raised me like perfect, and like bare love and bare like always made me feel good about myself, bro. Like, I remember, like, sorry, Naomi, my sister, but when I was born, my mom said that she looked at me and she knew I was gonna do something special. She didn't see that with my sister, but she did with me. And I feel like that confidence that she's always told me that my whole life. She always used to say, you're gonna be prime minister one day. Like, I feel like her doing that gave me confidence in myself to like do what I think. I believe I could do anything, bro.
But like, think about it, like, look what you're doing now, bro. Like, look, you're sat here right now. Look what you're doing now. So like, I think there's something about women, there's something they have, something men don't have, and that's like really good intuition, bro. They can just sense things, and girls just can do that, and I will never understand how. They'll just know things, man. And clearly your mom was right, bro. Look at you now, bro. You're killing it, bro. Smashing the shit, bro. So do you have a good relationship with your sister then, would you say?
Yeah. She's literally just like me, bro. Proper troll, bro.
Proper
troll, G, differently.
do you think, like, would you be happy with all daughters, or do you think you want some sons?
I really... Just please give me a son first. I need that male around, bro. I have too much women in my life.
Yeah, too much women. No, I definitely hear that. Like, at least maybe 2 sons, and then the rest can be daughters. Yeah. Okay, so obviously you kind of mentioned then briefly, like, you didn't mention. I heard it in your song. You suffered with depression a little bit.
Yeah.
In what way? Like, how did you suffer with depression? And you said, like, I'm crazy as well. Like,
bro, like,
what do you mean by that?
Like, when I was 14, I got flipping diagnosed with anxiety, and like, just from then, bro, it's been like I just always had, like, now if people see me, they think I'm bare happy. I always hear that all the time, like, you're so happy, Junior, when I see you and that. But
the pain behind the smile.
Yeah, but like, I feel like I didn't even realize the depression, bro. Like, I was just tired for years, bro, until like recently. Like, obviously I've gone through counselling bare times and that, and like flipping. Recently I got on antidepressants, swear to God, bro.
Really?
Get on that, bro. It changed my life. Like, I swear to God, like, I don't know, they told me that, like, it'd probably take 2 weeks for it to, like, actually kick in and for you to actually feel better. Bro, the next day, bro, I felt like I was pinged, bro. I felt like I took a pill.
Are you still on antidepressants now?
Yeah, they're sick.
You still on them now? Yeah.
Best drug I ever take.
Serious?
Yeah, serious.
Okay, so then, that's interesting. What do you think of certain online influencers saying that depression ain't real? What do you say to that?
You're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, it's as real as a fucking cold, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just...
Wait, can I ask a question? Would you would you take antidepressants indefinitely?
Just like for like the rest of your life?
See, for how it's affected me, I wouldn't see an issue with that. A lot of people say, like, it numbed them and they don't really feel like themselves and stuff like that.
That would be my argument in it, because I've felt depression. Like, I've been in positions where I'm just thinking, like, I don't see a light out of this tunnel, and it can get tough. And I know it's different for other people. I'm only speaking from like my experience in it. I personally don't agree with antidepressants. I think, okay, if they work for you, that's fantastic, not a problem. But you shouldn't be reliant on them for the rest of your life, because I feel like it's a plaster, over a bleeding wound. You know what I mean? There's a deep root problem that needs healing first before, because it's just a plaster. And I believe depression to be situational. Like there's a moment in your life where you're not happy with, and you're in something you do not like, and that needs changing. And then so you need to like find the root of that problem and go change it, and then the depression kind of goes away. But that's just me.
Yeah, I feel like you say, everyone's different, and like I feel like for me it's where I've just been like a chemical like unbalanced in my body, because when I started taking them, bro, like I'd rather change. Like even just like, bro, I was just worrying constantly about next shit, like like non-stop, bro. Like something would come in my mind and it would just
anxiety
me off differently. Started taking them, it's like I can just shrug off anything, I don't really give a shit. But like I feel like I can see how it might numb someone else, but I think me, it's like my personality is so like out there and that anyway. Like, I think it's just like calm me down a little notch where I'm still me, like no one even knows any different, like, do you know what I mean? I don't feel any different, I just feel better, like.
Gotcha. Well, no, I think that's what it is, like everyone's different, and everyone's got different ways they live their life, and I'd never be like, oh yeah, stop taking antidepressants, stop doing that, whatever works for you. So I think that's the main thing. So I know obviously you mentioned one of your tracks about being prime minister in it. Is that something you're interested in?
Fuck that, bro. I literally don't give a shit about politics. I think it's all rigged and dumb in the first place.
What if you're, I'm talking to like 40-year-old Junior now, and you're a bit of a different man, and you actually you believe you can make a change into society? Would you want to be prime minister?
I think my life could rather take me down any place. Like I say, I think I could do anything, and I don't know where life's gonna take me. It's not something I'm interested in right now. I feel like I can make a bigger change with my music and now. Gotcha. But I never say never, because I never know where life's gonna take me.
Okay. And I think finally, to like kind of like wrap this up, you've had a very like eclectic kind of career. You've kind of popped off maybe a little bit prematurely than you've liked. You probably could agree with that. And you're obviously doing your thing now. You're right. Obviously. Oh, I forgot to ask about the whole Phoenix Rise thing. Actually, I forgot to ask about that. Shit, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I forgot to ask about how the fuck did you get into that, bro? That sick.
That was just like such a random, like, you just know the right person, right time.
Right time. Yeah.
My guy Fazman, producer at Ray Studio.
Ray Sessions. Yeah. Big up Faz. Big up Ray Sessions. Big up Ray Sessions.
So his auntie is a writer for TV, and she weren't working on this show, but she knew that they were doing a show in Carve about and they wanted like music. So we just made like quite a few demos to like send over to them, and they bare liked it. And I think because like normally people that do TV music is very like, you do TV music, so they really could feel how like real arting was. They liked the music so much, they were like, oh, we need a theme tune. I've rather made the theme tune.
Made the theme tune as well.
So like every time that plays, I'm at the start of every episode.
That's cold.
And it's in my home city.
Are you getting paid for that as well? Like, jeez. Big up Junior, man. That's fucking. But I rate that, man. And has that like opened doors for you as well,
bro? Like honestly, I'm more proud of that than I am of kind of Goose, because it's like the way I see it is that even if tomorrow I wanted to quit music, bro, if I have on my CV, I made the theme tune for a BBC TV show, do you know what I'm saying? Like that's like
it's a accolade, and it's an accolade.
Really
like a badge you can.
Yeah, bro. I was watching like. That's like TV shows, bro, all my life, bro. Who would have thought I would be like the theme tune to that?
Yeah,
you know
I know that feeling, and I feel like I had that kind of feeling with you sitting here today, bro. Like, obviously, you were asking about everything with Matchbox. And then it just reminded me to that day when my brother came to me and showed me, oh yeah, these girls are coming to this music video. And now you sat here next to me, man. It's I have a like similar feel for that as well, man. So, but it's sick, bro.
Thank you.
It's sick, bro. Like, you're definitely ascending the stairs, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're ascending them slow. It's slow, but you're gradually
slow and steady,
man. But that's the best way to kind of get to success, because there's a lot of people who kind of pop off too quick and they can't maintain it, and then they crash back down, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Good things take time.
Great. Can't rush greatness, bro. That's something that I struggle with a little bit, but yeah, man.
Any last questions? Any quick fire questions? Anything you want to say?
I was gonna wrap up your little dickhead, bro. I was gonna say, bro, what would be your advice to anyone who's like following you and watching you, who wants to like follow in your footsteps? What would be your advice?
First thing I would say is from the get-go, start working with like a producer or start making beats yourself, because I was doing a YouTube beat thing for so long, but it's like you can't really nurture your own sound fully.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I fuck with that massively.
I think as well, just be yourself. Don't worry about what other people are gonna think, because if I cared, bro, I wouldn't have even put music out. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I also think there's no right time. Like, a lot of people I see, and I'm like, yo, you're talented, but they don't drop because they're like, no, I'm waiting for the right time. Years pass and they ain't dropped. Like, there's no right time, bro. Like,
Just do it.
Just do it, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I had waited like to drop music until now, when I've like become this new person and like my music's matured and my sound's matured, I wouldn't have the audience that I had from just dropping music. Like,
That's interesting.
If I didn't
That's
drop Canada
interesting.
Goose, like, even though I don't like that and I don't sound like that no more, I wouldn't have like 40k monthly listeners and 4,000 Insta followers. Like, I wouldn't have that to build upon. Like, just go for it.
I actually take that advice personally myself, man, because I think like I kind of maybe suffer from that mentality of like I need to like wait till my music sounds like this before I start releasing, and by that time, like you said, that momentum's gone and releasing.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
my first tune was dead, bro. Dropped it was shit, but like I was even embarrassed, bro. I remember when people would play my first tune.
Yeah, you couldn't listen to it.
I felt cringy.
Oh my life,
cringy,
I felt
bro.
that. I feel that. Yeah.
You just have to do it. Just
to learn. Yeah, it's the journey and it's the
Yeah,
experience.
literally.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. It's been Junior on Matchbox, man. Proud to fucking have him down. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be seeing you on the next one.
Big up Matchbox Media.
You're listening to the best. I ain't an average rapper, so I say that with chest. I'm stuck on time, 1-5 to make it rhyme. These the words and the lyrics on the top of my mind. I'm coming high and mighty with a flavor so spicy. With a flavor so spicy. I'm making my dough, I'm making my pee. Now we're aiming for the top, now the top you see.
Oh, you'll try that, man. Oh, yo, it's mad, bro.
Yo.
I promise you, on my mum's life, it's no drugs, it's no nothing like
Nah, it's not toxic. It's not toxic.
It won't kill you.
No.
But is it?
I've tried it before.
Yeah, it's mad. Oh my gosh, it's mad, bro. It's wrong, man. Yeah, put the lid on that thing, bro.
Oh shit!
Yo,
I took a double hit.
and fucked it differently though.
Oh shit!
That's crazy.
Alright, I'll stand there like this.
That's it.
But I ain't bare water in that one.
And
Fucking hell. I want to fucking do it. Little sniff, bro.
Okay.
Oh! Blood clot! Oh my Ross!
Woo! Woo!